Hey everyone, and welcome back. So what we're going to be doing today throughout this workout is one of the most common things during pregnancy and becoming more and more associated with pregnancy is lower back pain. And where people often get it wrong is they always go to strengthening exercises or totally no rehabilitation at all to reduce and remove this common pain being associated with pregnancy and possibly, which is quite frequent, increasing as the trimesters go on. So what we're going to be doing is focusing on actually improving your current situation that you may be experiencing, or if you're not at lower back pain just yet, adding a little bit more prevention rather than cure. So whenever you're ready, come and join me on the mat. Firstly, what we're going to be doing for the warm-up and what equipment we're going to need is I have a yoga block. Use whatever you may have home, pillow, whatever you have lying around the house, kitchen chair if you have it, and a carpet or yoga mat, whatever you may have at home. Then we're just going to come in to thread and needle. So have your knees shoulder width apart, and what we're going to do is just thread our right hand across, stretch through the lower spine, try and rest our head, breathe and relax. Okay? Now firstly, before you thread the needle, if it's your first time, try and just put your head down. Okay? Keep your hand here and then walk your hand away. That will allow you to get the head down rather than trying to do both at the same time. So we're going to begin 3, 2, 1. Thread the needle. Feel a slight stretch in the lower back. Hold it and breathe. Just concentrate on your breathing now for the next couple of seconds. Keeping your body as still as possible. And just use your breath to relax with every single breath. And as you breathe, just gently walk your hand away one more step. Get a little bit more of a twist in the lower spine. Again, your breathing's not changing at all. You're staying nice and calm, nice and relaxed. Get 15 seconds, then you're slowly going to come up and you're going to change sides. Three, 2, up slow. Changing sides, thread the left hand, rest your head, focus and breathe. Feel the lower spine gently being pulled as you're stretching, as you're breathing, and as you're using your breath to stretch a little bit more every single time. 20 seconds. Slowly come up. Now you put your 2 hands in front of you. You're going to push your hips back. You're going to walk your hands away. Again, trying to rest your head on the mat in the child pose. Just focus on your breathing and walk your hands away from you whenever you push your hips back. So you'll feel a stretch on both sides this time as you're breathing. Get a comfortable position and then just relax into the stretch. Try and not make your body as clenched as possible. Stay very relaxed. If you notice yourself clenching, if you know you're being too tight, too aggressive with your body, take a big deep breath in, relax your body, reset, and then restart. So really push your hips down towards your feet as far as you can, and then really walk your hands away from you. As if you're trying to stretch the full back. 10 seconds, then you're slowly going to come up. Slowly come up. Now we're going to go in and try and stretch the hips before we start. Straighten your right leg, left leg, hook it across, just drop your knee. If it's your first time, just follow my lead. if you've done this before and followed through my exercise programs, just gently do what's best for you. Be careful. So you're just walking your right leg back, your left leg stays, you feel the stretch on your left hip. Stay relaxed, stay with your hands up straight. If you're not feeling the stretch just yet, keep walking your back leg back, keep your left leg fixed, and you'll feel it as you walk more and more further back. And as you want to get more comfortable, you can come down then to your forearms. You still have the space, baby can still punch and kick, still move around. You're not closing the uterus, you're not closing the space in there, you're not closing the cavity. Focus and breathe. You should be feeling it right on the left leg from the hips down into the leg. As you breathe, you've got 20 seconds. We slowly come out and then we're going to change sides. I will show you how to come out if it's your first time. So come back up the straight hand. Straighten your right leg. Hook your left leg out and relax. We're just going to do the same thing, vice versa. Big deep breath. Hook your leg across, drop your knee, walk your leg back. Stay relaxed, focus, just breathe. Pick your own spot, stay relaxed. And as you get more and more comfortable, same principles apply. Using your breath to relax your body rather than your body clenching up. Stay nice and calm. So we're just trying to unlock the hips. That's where a lot of the back pain comes from. Tight hips, changing the center of gravity, all of our pressure being pulled forward, and we always forget about the muscles on the back. So that's our spine, that's the muscles running down the left and right side of the back, our bum, our hips, our hamstrings, all those muscles are often forgot about and become weakened as we're being pulled forward. So 10 seconds left. Slowly straighten your hand. Straighten your left leg, hook it out, relax. Okay, now we're going to come in to a 90 degree stretch. So try and get into this position. So lean onto your right hand first, okay? Have your feet flat on the floor, your knees flat on the floor. And as you can see, this is a right angle, this is a right angle. Then as you become more relaxed, more confident, slowly straighten up, keeping your knees and your feet flat on the floor, relaxing the body, and you're going to feel a stretch on your left hip if you're following my lead. So if you're in the same position as me on your right, you're going to feel it in your left hip. We ready? 1 minute, breathe and relax. So you don't have to come straight up. If you can feel your stretch at a 45 degree angle, perfect. Hold that stretch, breathe through it, stay nice and calm. Okay, so it's not about getting vertical, it's just going to where your range of motion lets you feel the stretch in a nice comfortable way. Breathe and stay calm the whole way. So making sure your feet's flush on the floor, your knees are relaxed, touching the floor, you're staying upright. You've got 5 seconds and we're slowly going to come out by leaning back onto your right hand. So lean back down, straighten the leg, now we're changing sides. Same principles, 90 degrees, flat feet, 3, 2, in your own time, you sit up straight or wherever you feel comfortable. So this time you should be feeling it on the right hip. Again, with all these movements, you can see space. So we're not closing off the birth canal, we're not restricting the movement, we're actually encouraging fetal movement because we're actually moving and using the gravity to pull forward. So we're not lying on our back, gravity's not pulling down towards the spine, everything's upright or everything's going towards the floor by pushing into the uterus, into the tummy. And you'll see a little bit more of those whenever we go into the next few exercises, such as Superman, Superwoman, where gravity is being pulled into the front of our uterus rather than dragged into the back of the spine. And that's often whenever people have OP, so back-to-back babies, and our baby's pushing right into the lower back. And that's one of the more complications of having lower back pain. So if that is appealing to you, if that is applying to you, then, and you do have a lot of back pain, maybe your baby's back-to-back. So one of the ways of helping there is encouraging your baby to move and promote into the front of the tummy. So try and change the way you're sitting around the house and use gravity to pull forward more. 10 seconds and we're slowly going to come out. Slowly come down. Perfect. So now we're going to end up crossing our left leg over our right. Bring our legs up. Keep our hands behind us. And what we're going to try and do now is keep our hands straight, but try and bring our bum down towards our heel a little bit. Okay? And now we're going to sit up tall. And we're going to try and push our left knee down towards the floor. And you'll feel it on your left hip again as you push down. Straighten up, hold it and relax. So that's what we're aiming for. We're actually aiming to push it down, stay calm, focus and breathe. Staying calm. So whenever we slowly come out of this stretch, we're going to straighten the leg and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you should be feeling the stretch, running down your left hip on this stretch. If you're in the same position as me, sitting upright, pushing your hips, your bum is like hovering on the mat. So you're like lifting a little bit, pushing down, upright chest, feeling the stretch on the left hip. You get 7 seconds. Breathe nice and calm. 3, 2, leaning back, straighten the leg. And that's how we come out of it safely. Now we're going to change sides. Slide it back up. Get comfortable. Now our bum's hovering again. We're sliding it down. We're pushing our right knee down towards the floor. Stay calm, stay relaxed. And push your knee down, staying upright. This time you're going to feel it on your right hip. Just be careful. A lot of people in general don't have the same flexibility on both sides of their body. Usually the dominant side is more tight because we use it more often. Ten seconds, breathing. Can we feel a stretch on our right hip this time as we're pushing down? Now we're going to slowly lean back, extend the left leg, and relax. So now we're going to use the chair. Okay, we're going to put one leg up, and we're just going to try and stretch the hip flexors a little bit more before we go in and do Superman, Superwoman, which requires a lot of the body being stabilized by itself. So hip flexors, one of the most common things that gives us back pain. Why? Because we're constantly sitting in today's world. We're on a phone, we're driving, technology is more advanced, so most of us are actually sitting in a stationary position doing our job. And even for those who are not sitting at a desk all the day, a lot of us require standing up, sitting down, sitting down, whatever sort of activity we do for our job, but we don't actually stretch it whenever we go home. So muscles become more worn out and we just need to rehabilitate it more and more. So we're going to begin with the right leg on top of the chair. All fours. And what I'm going to try and do is just walk my right leg back, stretching, so this left leg stays. And all we're going to do is just feel the stretch in the hip flexion. Okay, so we're not lifting nothing, we're just sliding it back, holding it, breathe. You feel the stretch right here. Get a nice comfortable position. Keep walking your leg back until you find your range of motion, until you find the stretch for you. And try and not do this. Drive your hips down. You're not trying to do that. Your spine should be nice and long. Should be always in point with your knees and with your feet. Breathe. So feeling the stretch right here. Left leg's nice and chilled, just sitting there doing nothing, stabilizing the body. Your hands are keeping you upright. Your posture's nice and long. You're just slightly pulling on the hip flexor. You've got 15 seconds. You're slowly going to come out, change sides. Slowly step forward. Now we're going to change sides again. Find your balance. Walk your leg back. Breathe. And now again, remember you may have a weaker side. So always begin it like you're a beginner. Find out which one's your strength, which one's your weaker side. And then slowly work on both of them to try and get them equal. Again, that's why a lot of us do have aches and pains, because the body is not in perfect synchronization. So if imbalances, one side works more than another, and this is usually whenever a dominant side takes over. And we don't really know which side it is until we do unilateral work like this to try and focus on one side of the body every single time by itself. Breathing, stretching. I can feel a stretch more on my left side. This is my weaker side. So I'm not sure if you felt it more on one side than the other. Stretching and breathing. "15 seconds. Three, two, one, stepping forward and relax. So I hope you felt that one on the front of each hip flexor as you're stretching and pulling the leg back. Now we're going to go into Superman, Superwoman. Now for those who've never done this before, stay relaxed. You can begin with your legs only and then slowly start to lift one hand. So it's always opposite hand, opposite leg. So for example, left leg, right hand, and then we change. So I'll show you first what we're doing. So if you're a beginner, start with your leg, slowly lift your hand. If you're more advanced, straight spine, hold good posture, and breathe. Okay, so we're going to do the same on both sides, 1 minute each. What I want you to focus on, looking straight at the floor, use your breath to calm your mind, use your core to stay nice and engaged, so you're actually controlling the muscles in a safe way. And then from there, everything will just flow together and it'll actually help reduce your lower back pain because you're strengthening the muscles on the back of your system. Okay, so we're ready. 3, 2, 1. If you need a breather at all, please take it. Just pick a spot on the floor. Keep your spine nice and straight. Keep your core engaged. Try and control your breathing so you're not actually making your body in an aggressive way. Whenever you breathe to match the exercise, you can actually slow down your heart rate more, which actually increases the oxygen supply to you and your baby. So that means you can do the exercise in a nice comfortable way for a little bit longer. Pointing your left leg right back. Feeling the burn on the back of the left leg. Feeling your hands shake a little bit as you breathe. 15 seconds. Three, two, one, relax. Big deep breath. We'll do the same on the other side. Okay? So same principles apply. Whenever you're ready, extend the leg, straighten the hand, and breathe. Keep pointing your right leg. This time you'll feel the burn on the right hamstring. Keep your left hand nice and tall. Don't be letting it fall. Keep it up nice and strong. Use your core to be nice and constricted and contracted. Every time you struggle, big deep breath in. Breathe out, relax a little bit more. 15 seconds. Three, two, one, relax. So hope you felt that running down both sides of the legs, feeling your lower back a little bit because you're strengthening and you're actually in a position that's actually engaging the full muscles on the back. Rather than doing forward motion exercises, we stabilize the spine by reverting it. So now we're going to go on to downward dog and try and stretch through some of the pains we may have. So we'll do a big deep breath in. Lift the hips up, breathe out, hold for 5 seconds, push your heels down, drop your knee and relax. So we have 5 of them to do, okay? So we're going to do number 1 right now. Big deep breath in, breathe out, push your hands away, push your heels down, back to center. Stretching both hamstrings, stretching the lower spine as you lift your hips up. 3 more. Breathe, lift your hips right up, push your hands away, pushing your heels down. Last one. Relax. So now we're going to come in to the next one. We're going to need the yoga block or whatever object you have at home. We're going to place it between our knees. So just like this. Going to come side on. And the same principles, we're not lifting our hips, but whenever you breathe in, you're relaxed. And as you breathe out, I want you to squeeze your knees together and imagine that you're actually pushing your feet and your hands through the floor. So I'll do it first. So it's breathe in, breathe out, squeeze your knees, push your hands down and lift your feet. Breathe in, relax. So all we're doing is stabilizing the full body, squeezing our knees, trying to build some strength in around the pelvis to reduce the inflammation you may have. Okay, so we're going to do 5 of those. Big deep breath in. Breathe out. Relax. Breathe in. Squeeze your knees, breathe out. Two more. Last one. And relax. So now we're finished the yoga block. We're going to come into child pose, try and stretch through all the muscles that we used today and trying to pull it back into its original state so you can go on with your day. So open up your hips. The very first exercise we've done again, sit your hips right back, nice and comfortable, relaxed. Try and rest your head. Breathe. And just do what sort of position comfortable for you. Stay in it, focus on your breathing. Make it nice and slow to try and bring your heart rate back down. Walk your hands away one step. Big deep breath in. Breathe out, relax. 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly come back up. Try and get the colour back into your eyes. So there we have it. I hope you enjoyed this one. As you can see, there was not much of resistance, there was not much of intensity. What we're really trying to focus on is actually rehabilitation. And it's one of the main priorities and main focus points you should stick to if you're experiencing lower back pain. And if any of your friends have it, this is what you have to focus on. A lot of people get caught up in actually strengthening exercises whenever they're feeling injured or whenever they think they have to have a weak system in their body. But it's like going one step forward, 2 steps back. Always try and do, sometimes little is more, and in this case it is. If you can rehabilitate the pelvis, your inflammation will reduce a lot more than trying to strengthen it. As always, thank you for everything. Take care, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.